I have never before seen footage of Stephen Stearns, who's involved in the Madeline Soto case. He's the prime suspect, and he's been arrested for some very serious, very awful, disturbing charges. Footage of him being transported from the police department to Osceola County Sheriff's Office by one officer. Gonna go ahead and let you see some clips from this. Yeah, I know, I'm getting it. I'm getting to it, honey. She's very excited to see this as well. This is exclusive. And thanks for the footage to Phone Calls from Prison, the YouTube channel. This would not be possible without them. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some highlights here and break down a couple things that are being said.
I'm going to make it warm for you, okay? You're welcome. Can you feel that? Okay.
Love how this officer's just playing a good old game of Candy Crush real quick before they start their journey, and Stephen Stearns looks very annoyed by this. You're about to hear Stephen describe his awful, devastating living conditions in the jail cell he's been in the last 2 days.
How's the temperature feel?
Better than it was.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't know why they don't do that. You know, why don't they just kind of like at least give you a blanket?
Yeah, my core temperature was down. By the time I took it, it was like a degree or two lower than it should have been.
Wow.
I could regulate sleeping on bare metal. The first night I was on the concrete floor with a roll of toilet paper for a pillow. Nothing else. Begging for a blanket or a pad to sleep on for like 2 days. I think they were supposed to do something like that.
Oof. That sounds rough, man.
Awkwardly gets back on his phone. Like, he doesn't know what else to say. I mean, what's going through this officer's mind, I would think my bottom dollar. Oh, yeah, that sounds rough, man. He knows. I love how he's pretending he doesn't know all of this stuff already. And if you had trouble hearing Stephen Stearns on what he was describing about his living conditions, he's saying, yeah, man, thanks for turning that temperature up. Oh, man, I've been freezing in my cell the last 2 days. My core temperature. Suddenly, he's Dr. Stearns. He knows all about his the status of his core temperature. My core temperature's just lowered a little bit, and oh man, not optimal, Lieutenant, not optimal. You know, I was sleeping on a metal slab last night, but then before that, I was sleeping on the bare concrete using a toilet paper roll as a pillow. And I was begging for a blanket, but nobody would give me one. It's almost as if I'm a awful person. No, but okay, what you're describing is nothing new when it comes to jail cells and if you think that's bad, wait till you get to prison. If you get found guilty in court and they sentence you to whatever they're going to sentence you to, wait till you get to prison. That's what this officer's thinking. He's like, oh yeah, you had to prop your little head up on a roll of toilet paper. Yeah, that sounds rough, man. Yeah, well, not as rough as what's coming your way once you get there and they learn what your charges are, buddy. But anyways, let's continue.
Please forgive my cough. Been trying to get rid of it for the past like 2 or 3 days, and prior to that I had a really bad cold. And
I always found the Ricola honeys, honey Ricolas, do really well this morning.
you know, I like those, man, but have you ever tried the berry ones? The Ricola berry? Phenomenal. The Ricola berry ones, they almost taste like candy.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. The honey ones are the same height.
But once you get to the middle part, it's rough though, because like it's got a punch. You're talking about the ones that have like the it's like a gooey menthol inside of it.
Solid ones that are just the honey.
So you haven't had the ones that have like the gooey part in the inside? Those are good until you bite into it and you're like, whoa, like it's a burst of like menthol. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, man, it sounds rough. They've been treating you real bad in that cell. Hey, if they've been doing all that to you, man, I bet they hadn't been feeding you that great either, huh? You're probably really hungry. Good gosh, man. These, you ever had one of these? I mean, you're not gonna have one now. I'm not gonna give one to you, but woo, it's like candy, baby. Berry. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, I'm sorry. This officer's like subtle, just shots at him, but he's so polite and nice. You don't even catch it. No, but I love this example of like meaningless, pointless banter about just the most mundane things ever. You know what? That's the ultimate thing you better get ready for. 10, 20, 30 years of your life, 40 years, forever. Your entire rest of your life, if you get sentenced and sent to prison, your conversations in prison are going to be about things like this. The deep dive, in-depth scientific comparison of flavors of cough drops. I mean, just the dumbest, most who cares topics ever, because there's nothing ever going on in prison. It is so boring. People will have a discussion about anything. I think the water in the water fountain in the hallway tastes a little colder than the water in the water fountain in the kitchen.
I just got the regular Hall's cherry. It's what I find at 7-Eleven, so.
I've never been one for cherry coffee drops.
Really?
This tastes too medicinal.
I can't get my kid to drink medicine. I gotta like mix it in his orange juice. For real, I gotta like literally like, here, drink orange juice because it's good for you. It's vitamin C, and you know, because he'll literally like not drink his medicine like at all.
Yeah, officer, unfortunately, Stephen Stearns won't be able to contribute much to that part of the conversation. He doesn't know much about being a good father to his kids or stepkids, but
they're not too tight, are they?
did you catch how Stephen Stearns starts looking down and looking like he's fidgeting a little? I mean, it's just a break of character for a moment from what this officer's been used to the whole ride. And so the officer, you see his eyes shift over, and he's seeing this in the side view mirror. So he kind of just real slickly and smoothly kind of turns back. They're not too tight, are they? And it seems like he's being way too polite, but he's kind of letting them know, hey, I know you're back there fidgeting. You know, I'm on point. I'm keeping an eye. I think this officer knows exactly what he's doing.
And then I moved down here, so. San Diego area?
A little further north of that, towards a good beach. Somewhere like Newport.
California's nice. I've been there twice. I've been there twice.
Weather's always really nice. I lived there for months, are really nice too. Easy to make friends, easy to meet people. Beaches are just amazing. Blue Pacific water, cold is cold for me.
Oh, yeah. There's no warmth to that water at all.
For about 30 minutes until your muscles start to seize up.
a lot of people think, hey, this officer's being really friendly, really nice to this guy, man. This guy sucks. He shouldn't get any of that. He shouldn't be nice to him. What's this officer thinking? Well, there's a lot that he's probably thinking. I'm no expert and I'm not an officer, but I've done 10 years in prison if you're new here and you don't know that. And I can tell you now, on one hand, I think it's similar tactics to, and I'm sure we've all seen some footage of an interrogation by a detective of a suspect. And, they act very friendly. Hey, would you like a soda, a Coke, a water? You need anything? You good? You comfortable? Yeah, you need me to turn the temperature up a little bit? Pretend to be very good friends with them, and it just puts them at ease. And there's all types of approaches and reasons for this tactic. And that could be what's going on here. Maybe he's about to be interviewed. Maybe he's softening him up. Maybe this officer is just protecting his own peace. He has a family. He doesn't want to take his work home with him, and he doesn't want to get emotionally involved. I mean, he wouldn't want to feel this anger that any person would feel when they think about what this guy's done. I mean, what is he going to do? Get in there and cuss him out? That would be unprofessional. And if that footage got out, that'd be a big problem. Regardless of what this guy's done, you need to be professional. And I think that's what this guy's doing. He's mostly just being professional, keeping his emotions out of it, for his own sake. But also, transporting an inmate is one of the most dangerous moments of an inmate's lifespan. Period. Because once you get them locked up in a secure facility, that's one thing. Yeah, escapes happen, but whatever. That transport, when you're in a car and it's you and him and you got a gun. And I mean, inmates do crazy stuff, especially when they're in situations where they know, man, this could be it forever. And I'm going to have very little chances to make a move or do something wild. Right. And I think, he's keeping some banter going, maybe filling him out. Where's his mindset at? And he's probably seeing this guy's very docile, very just reserved, and he looks very defeated, Stephen Stearns. He looks very mentally, spiritually, and emotionally defeated. Again, the YouTube channel Phone Calls from Prison has this full 18-minute uncut video. Everything you've seen in my video, there's been some pretty large sections and parts of conversations cut out of respect to Phone Calls from Prison. So if you want to hear this in its entirety, uninterrupted, uncut, these guys talk about their favorite bands, music, all kind of stuff. If you want to hear and see everything, go on over there to Phone Calls from Prison. Check out their video. It is up right now. Other than that, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.